Yes, guys, good evening. So, as you've seen on the channel recently, it's all about being powered by you, the viewers. Okay. So, this live stream is all about you getting in those comments, you making sure you're subscribing and hitting that bell because I'm going to use what you need help with in your golf game to create tips on over the next week. Okay. Over the next week, you are going to be part of this. So, all you're going to need to do is ask me some questions, but also get in the comments down below. Okay, listen to this. Get in the comments down below saying where you're watching from, what you need help with, and what's the worst shot in your game right now. So I'm going to be here to help you, and you will get mentioned in the videos. You will get picked out. You are going to be my inspiration for the tips over the next week. So guys, welcome to today's live stream. It's Thursday. Hope you're having a brilliant week so far. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you're watching down in the comments. Ignore the wallpaper. I'm here to listen to you and what you need help with in your golf game. And like I say, I'm going to use all your inspiration to help create some tips for the next week. Yes, the next week. So I'm going to put in this comment down here. You need help with. Here we go, guys. Thank you so much for the comments. They're coming in. A little bit of a lag between you and me, guys. So, hi, Pete. Greetings from Germany. Matt Gray. Okay, this is a great one, Matt. Thank you for this one. I can't seem to ever take a divot when hitting my iron shots. I don't top them, but I never quite get enough of them. Matt from Worthing. Brilliant, Matt. That is an awesome one. Absolutely great. Best read, watching from Earl, USA. Help with 10-foot putts. Now, that's interesting. And the reason why I say that is those 10-foot putts, if we look at European Tour, or if we look at just trying to lower your scores in general, they are massive. They are absolutely massive. If you're going to lower your scores, we have to get those 10-foot putts in. Like inside 10 feet is where you really, really make a difference to your game. So that is a great one. Okay, next one. Checking in from the States. My worst pot is my irons. There's quite a few irons. Matt and Will here going on for the irons here. Great ones. Callum Smith. What is the difference between you do during the golf swing and what you do in the iron swing, a long iron? I'm guessing we mean sort of iron and long iron. I mean, if we're looking at it in terms of like actually technically, what's the difference? With a long iron, we move the ball position a little bit further up, and we don't tend to hit down on it so much. But actually, we want to make a very similar swing. Okay, how do I fix a pull draw? Chuck, great question. This one, Stephen Millini. Hi, Steve, from Belfast. I need help with my overswing. Brilliant one. I've not seen one of those in a while. Jason Wilson, hi Alex, I really need help with hooking the driver. Really strong club face or swinger, I don't think. So guys, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's Thursday. Like I said at the start, if you're just joining, right, we're going to be going live most Thursdays. I want you to be part of this channel. I want this to be your channel, basically, and where you decide what you need help with. Get in the comments where you're watching from, what you need help with, and I will shout you out. You will get picked. Your comment will get put on the YouTube video. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell because you don't want to miss out on your tip. They're going to be like just really nice, simple things that are really going to be making you improve your game. Okay, guys, get in those comments what you need help with and where you're watching from. Like I say, you will be mentioned in the YouTube video over the next week. Every Thursday, we will be going live. But if you are enjoying these videos, please do hit the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that. You know what? I've got a massive question for you here. Right, listen to this. What do we think of Tiger Woods, right? I absolutely adore Tiger. I'm a massive Tiger fan. In my opinion, like, he's my boyhood hero. But it's £8 million. Is it right? Is it wrong? Should I go more into some prize funds? What do you think on that? What do you think on that? Okay. Chris said hello, I need help with my early extension and then going over the top with driver. I think I'm a lost cause. No one is a lost cause. I promise you that. No one is a lost cause. Literally no one. So we can really sort you out. We can really help you with that. Okay, I want to just dive into sort of 100 yards and in. Tom Henderson has put 100 yards and below. Now, I've gone through this over the sort of last year with some of my clients who have come to me for lessons. If you're wondering why I've got paint, I've been painting the office again, guys. And really made big strides improving their iron play and big strides in improving their driver. But people are very tentative and not really wanting to improve their short game, or let's say not wanting to spend the time improving their short game. And I think it's a massive area where you can make some massive gains and really make some big hard hitting improvements. So little tips we have right here right now. If you're chipping, go one club head width apart. Wait on your lead side. If you're pitching, go two club head widths apart. Wait on your lead side. People don't have a wide enough stance. Okay, Shane Powell here. So that's a really nice simple tip for you inside 100 yards. Shaving Shrewsbury. I've noticed on my drives, I'm trying to get behind it, the ball, started topping the ball like crazy. What am I doing wrong? Shane, a nice simple one here is just think about this. I know these tips are meant to be picked out, but I want to help you right now, guys, as well. So what? No worries, Tom. I really hope that helps you. It's just make sure you're not got too much shoulder tilt at a dress. Like we want to have a little bit, but if we have too much, it can tend to get us too much behind the golf ball, and that can lead to be hit a little bit too much on the up. And then if we're too much on the up, that will lead to a bit of topping. Okay, here we go. This is a really good one here. This is a good one. Jason's made a great point. He just needs to send the money for the match and charities that actually need help. He doesn't need the money. That's sort of what I was alluding to, really. Like I think he's the first sports billionaire. I think I'm right in saying that. Please, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I would agree. I think the money could be better put elsewhere. Okay, Philip asked a great question here. Oh, I am actually, a little teaser, guys. I am heading to Miami at the end of March for 4 days. I am in Miami for 4 days in March. The 23rd to the 26th, I am in Miami, USA. I'm absolutely buzzing. I have never been to Miami before, so I'm over the moon to be going. And I'll definitely, guys, I'll give you a bit of an insight. I might even do a daily vlog just to show you what it's like, as well as the tips, because I'm absolutely buzzing for this. Here's one from Kez. Are you coming to the Masters at the Belfry in May? Maybe, maybe not. No, I will be going. I'm going to be going to the Masters. I'd love to go to the Masters in April, the actual Masters, but I will be going to the Belfry. I will be going up to Scotland, and I will be heading to Miami at the end of this month. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that. Guys, welcome to the live stream. If you're just joining me right now, I'm basically saying these live streams on a Thursday are all about you. This channel is all about you. So I want you to get in those comments where you're watching from, where you're listening from, and I will be picking your comment out. I will be mentioning you in the video. I will be mentioning you, tagging you, letting everybody know who's asked for that tip. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell because you don't want to miss out on your tip, right? Who would want to not see their own tip? You wouldn't want to do that, would you? Okay, Dwight Yates hitting everything thin. Brilliant one. So we need to sort out, Dwight, your angle of attack. We need to help you hit down that golf ball better to stop hitting it thin. And that's with probably short irons and long irons. That's really going to help you hit it further. Martin 1994, I hooked the golf ball. 2 out of 5 shots. What can I do? Okay, Martin, we need to sort out your club face and maybe look at your grip if that is something that's happening far too often. So just check how many knuckles you've got on your left hand and we will be putting a video out. So stick around and look for that too. The President, okay, this is a great one. You'll improve your scores big time if you're practicing with a focus inside 100 yards rather than trying to pump balls at the range. The amount of shots you take around the green is what costs you. Preach him. 100% right. That is a brilliant comment because that is exactly what we all need to think about. That is exactly where we're all going wrong. We are going too much down this route of bash, 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 bash. And I was told as a kid, and I wish I'd listened to it more, of you drive a show, put for dough, basically, was an expression. Work on your short game. That's going to seriously lower your scores. Yeah. President, all right, yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, Steve Batty here. Hi, Alex. Any tips on slowing down the transition and resisting the urge to hit from the top? Oh, that's my dad. He's terrible for that. Absolutely terrible. Steve, one thing I could say is, right, I'm going to put a video out like next week on some of these. And some of these that are coming up right now have already been sort of mentioned. So we're going to bring in a few people's comments and mention you all in those videos. One thing I'd say is, and one thing I'd think about, And it sounds silly, but I remember Andrew Murray telling me this. It's like feeling like it's oily from the top. It's subtle. Like if you're hitting a little tap in putt, it's got to be subtle. It's got to be a little bit of a tap. So that's one thing I'd mention. Chris Herrington said, "Good day, mate. Need help with early release from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to the chat, Chris. Welcome to the chat. Melbourne, Australia. I'd love to visit there. Great one. Really great comment. Okay, here we go. MK, what are your thoughts on golf tournaments involving only YouTube golfers? MK, I would 100% be down for that. Like, it's weird because I obviously give all you guys tips on here. I don't really play that much. But I don't want to sound this big-headed, but I was a pretty good player. So I'd fancy myself doing pretty well with doing some practice as well. So Martin 1994 said, "Thanks, Alex. Loving the new format. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying them. They're short, they're concise. I want you to think of this channel as something where you guys put in the comments. I pick your comments. I create tips around what you want. Shout you guys out for all the support. And they're up to like 5 minutes in length. So you can watch it down the range, put it in practice the very same time. You've not got to watch it for like 20, 30 minutes and then to be told a 1 minute thing. We don't want any of that crap. We just want to be straight to the point." Okay, Donald said, "Living, blocking shots out to the right with irons." Okay, so Donald, if it's a straight block out to the right, one thing I'd look at is club path. If you're swinging into out with a square face and an into out with a face that's pointing to the right, the same amount you're swinging, that is going to cause a block. So we've got to work out your club path. We then got to work out your club face control. I would try just maybe strengthening that grip. If you're swinging into out but blocking it, want to close that face slightly, Donald, you might then start hitting a bit of a draw. Yes, you heard me right. A bit of a baby draw. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do hit that thumbs up button. Please do share this channel. Make sure you're subscribing and hit the bell. You wouldn't want to miss out on your tips. You literally wouldn't want to miss out on your tips. I really appreciate it every time you hit that thumbs up button. It helps me. It helps this channel grow. So thank you so much. Okay, so here's some more. Billy B, hello from Seattle. Any tips and drills for long irons? Can't figure out my Cobra 3 iron. So, Billy, you mentioned this, but also Callum Smith earlier said the same thing. What's the difference between short and long irons? So, Callum, Billy, you will both be definitely being mentioned over the next week or so. Brilliant comments there. Thank you so much, guys. Eric Grant said, "Hi, Alex. I found I'm punching my shots instead of a full follow through. And it's because I'm through, and I think I'm losing power and distance because of this." One thing I'd say, Eric, like just pause yourself a second. The reason I say pause yourself a second is because a lot of people, when they punch the golf ball, it starts a little bit lower. But we tend to actually take a little bit of loft off and find the center a little bit more. Most people scoop and hit up on the golf ball, and therefore, tend not to hit it as far. So I would, before you sort of go down the route of maybe that not being the case, pause. And if you can, go to a range, get a little bit of a TrackMan, get a little bit of something on it, and see how far you're hitting it. Do a little bit of a comparison. That would be a nice one to do. Don't hit that panic button too soon. Don't hit that panic button too soon, okay? Okay, Eric, hope that helps. Jason Smith, can you give some tips on balance and weight transfer specifically? To where your feet feel and where you should be applying the pressure. And I feel I get this over the toes in this most top path. Jason, what a brilliant, brilliant question. Awesome. Chatting from NY, USA, by the way. Jason Smith, hope you're well. I love New York. I absolutely adore it. I'm hoping to come hoping to go on my honeymoon there, actually. So yeah, that is a great question, and that was a brilliant one. Thank you so much for that. MK, do you reckon low handicap golfers should get a launch monitor to improve their game? If so, what should you consider the sweet spot for non-professionals? MK, this is a hard one, isn't it? The one thing I would say, this is what I would say on those launch monitors. Okay, one thing I would say. If you have access to a driving range where you can monitor your ball flight, then I wouldn't get one at all, because you can do that down the driving range. You can go there and practice in an environment. If you don't have a driving range that has access to like launch and distance, then I would say anybody should get it, because anybody can really see some improvements by looking at these. But the one thing I would say is, and why I'm always apprehensive on this is, I think club golfers and golfers in general and golf coaches in general can use launch monitors too much. we can start becoming painting by numbers. We want the numbers to support the evidence of our improvement, not just everything to just be numbers, 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 numbers. Okay. I really do hope that helps. So I'd say anybody can do that. John Olsen, hello from New York. Love the format. Oh, look at this. John and Jason from New York. You guys have to go and play golf together. That would be awesome. Getting on here, joining together. Guys, please reach out and please tag me in a video if you do go and play together. That is awesome. Okay, guys, I'm going to go through a couple more comments. But like I said, right at the start of this live stream, thank you so much for the support. This channel, I want to say, going forwards is all about you. We're going to have 5-minute videos daily. I'm going to pick 7 different people, maybe more if sort of these people sort of match up in what we're saying. 7 at least different people every single day to help create the content. You will be mentioned, your comment will be picked, and please do make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to not miss out. You won't want to miss out on your tips at all. Okay, guys, one more here. Jim Walter, sorry. Can you explain being connected in the backswing and how this helps break that separation and downswing? Always confusing. Okay, Jim. So the thing where I say people get confused in this is when we say being connected in the backswing is having those arms on the side of the body a little bit through that takeaway, not that separation, not that arms coming off the side of the body. That's when we say about being disconnected. On that downswing, the separation. Okay, think of it this way. This is my shoulder line. This is my hip line. We want the hip line to move first and the shoulder line to rotate afterwards. That is what separation is. So simply being connected in the backswing, I like to feel my bicep and my tricep on the side of my rib cage. It's a nice, simple way. And then starting from the ground up on the downswing. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. One last one here. I'm going to go with this one here. So Shane, thank you so much. Would offer a prize of a round with yourself and included with tuition to a subscriber. Would like to see if you can improve someone on how they approach the game. Really enjoying the content. What a brilliant one. What a brilliant one. Yes, that's a great one. I've got someone coming up with that. I'm saying this a bit tentatively. I don't want to leak the bit of the exciting stuff I've got coming up, but brilliant one. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Georgia, what a great comment. Can you talk to the role of the forearms? I want to keep talking. So essentially, Georgia, one thing I'd say is if you're thinking about the forearms in the golf swing, think about throwing a rugby ball. Just picture it here like this. This is what they have to do. They don't want to stay rock solid. We don't want to stay sort of all tense. Make sure you got light grip pressure and your forearms will do the work for you. You'd feel that release. So essentially, they will roll a little bit because the club works around us on an arc. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. I've got all your comments to write at me here. I'm going to take some screenshots of them. I will be mentioning you, okay? I will be mentioning you. You will get mentioned in the video, so please do make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Have a brilliant rest of your week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at the same time at 3:30 and between 2:30 and 3:30. We're putting the videos out. Guys, you're awesome. Thank you so much.